Welcome back, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as Cross Watchers. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to help me support this channel and also to continue to allow this channel to grow. If you would like a personal reading with me, my information is listed below. Also in the description, there is a list of cards that I do use. Normally, I'm just sticking with the standard few right now. But if you would like that information, it is listed below. Also, if you would like to support this channel, go ahead and click on that little heart button, as that is keeping this channel running at this time. Okay, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and look at the past, present, future, your person's feelings and emotions, the person that you're thinking about. Again, this reading is not going to resonate with everyone, so take what you want and leave what you don't need. Also, if this reading doesn't resonate with you, go ahead and look at your sun, moon, or rising sign. Okay, so the first card that we have is the Knight of Wands. You could be dealing with this type of personality. This person could be like very passionate, a little bit younger type of energy. It is with the Hermit, so I feel like for some of you, this connection that you could be dealing with or wanting to know about is a little bit distant. They could have pulled back, or there could have been some difficulties in the connection where you guys really weren't on the same page, and that's the energy that I'm really kind of picking up for you guys. I feel like you guys are wanting and needing and desiring to kind of like just take a break after this like turbulent time, especially coming out of June. So for those of you that are dealing with somebody from your past, with the Knight of Wands and the Hermit, I feel like this person has pulled back. And it could be because they are taking some personal reflection upon themselves, especially with the Hermit. The person you could be dealing with is just a little bit, I get immature energy. They're very ambitious. They're very passionate. It could have been very like strong, passionate energy between the two of you, and that was your connection. And I feel at this time they could be a little bit distant because maybe they weren't ready for the connection, or they could have kind of pulled back, or the connection fizzled out just as quickly as it started. We have the Five of Wands, followed by the Tarot card. Sorry, I can't speak. I must have had too much caffeine. Your person has done some deep thinking with this Hermit card. But then we have the Tower card, which is showing me that something recently could have forced a major shift, a dramatic shift in this connection that you had with them. I feel like for some of you, this person has kind of taken you for granted, which could have changed the relationship, where you could have said to them, no, I don't want this, especially with the Five of Wands here. What I'm getting here, guys, is that there could have been an argument that led to a major change or a major shift with the situation. And I feel like you and your person are not currently in communication. The connection's still there, but I feel like for some of you, they kind of took the relationship for granted. And maybe this is them now kind of like taking a look at that or reflecting upon themselves and what like they brought to the relationship. But I don't feel like it was a lot of energy that they put in. I just feel like they were fun. It was passionate, and they would just maybe have a back and forth type of energy, which kind of led it to some arguments and the Tower card, which is endings. We have current situation, Two of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles. I feel like this connection was definitely not imbalanced. It was either one of you, it could be you. I feel like Sagittarius, this is you, giving more to the connection than this other person was willing to get. Or maybe you just didn't know where you stood because things were just kind of like up in the air. Like they didn't say, hey, you're my girlfriend, or we're in a committed relationship. Or you might have not even have gotten a clear answer as to where this connection was going. And you just felt like everything was just kind of like left in the air, and every time that you tried to communicate with this person, it would just end up in an argument, or they would avoid the conversation. And now they're having to face this situation because I feel like you have pulled back. You've given what you could give in this relationship. And we have the Temperance followed by the World card. So you are moving into, again, it's like the calmness after the storm, where you're, you know, you have your wisdom, you're using your logic and being more balanced. Some of you could be like working on your own personal fitness. But I feel like with this current situation, you've also come to the realization that you just want a calm, smooth relationship for a little while. And if you're going to do it on your own, you're okay with that as well. The World card represents completion. Okay, guys. So I do feel like you could have just got so fed up with this person that you decided to end the connection yourself. Or it could be both of you. Because you wanted to bring like more peace, more balance back into your life. With the World card, it's about completions, kind of moving on, feeling more balanced, but also satisfaction, working on loving yourself. Like you feel more content, Sagittarius, at this point. But I feel like some of you put in so much effort and work with this connection. Like this is a long-awaited energy that you desired to get into. You were hoping to kind of move into that energy with this person, but they just weren't ready. They just didn't have the maturity. They didn't have the wisdom. They didn't have the ability to kind of self-reflect upon themselves, especially when you were trying to communicate this to them. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you're kind of closing that cycle out. I don't get like a lot of new energy coming in, especially in terms of love. We have the Death card at the bottom of the deck, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But with the Queen of Pentacles, this is you guys, Sagittarius, kind of feeling like your back is turned towards this person. You're focused more on your career, but you're also being very independent. With the Nine of Wands, they're not aware. They might not have been aware that they weren't giving what you needed and wanted. I feel like there wasn't a lot of calm communication happening in this connection between the two of you. It could have always ended up in that like feisty type of energy because they are showing up as the Knight of Wands. So with the Nine of Wands, they're aware that you're no longer giving into this connection anymore, and that you've taken your attention off of them, and you're not like giving even financially. Maybe some of you could have even given your finances or really treated them very well, not just emotionally, but also materialistically. Maybe you invested a lot of money into this connection, or I mean, see how it resonates with you. But I feel like there was definitely a lack of balance in the connection, and you were definitely giving more. And I feel like now that they realize that you were giving more, because now that you've taken it away, sometimes we don't realize things until it's gone. But they are looking at you. They're watching you. They know that you're independent. They know that you're very self-sufficient. You do have financial stability in your life for some of you, or you're moving towards that goal because you're able to do that now that you've kind of separated and completed this cycle. Yeah, they're watching you, but with the Ten of Swords, this shows me that this was a very difficult breakup. It wasn't an easy decision for you, but with the Ten of Swords, for you, I feel like you have this sense of this is the last. Like when this situation had happened, you're like, yeah, this is the last time I'm doing this. I'm not doing this anymore. It just exhausted you. It made you drained emotionally, mentally. Some of you even physically. And maybe that's why you started kind of working out. I don't know why I'm getting somebody's like working on their muscles and like really kind of working on your personal appearance. And also your finances. So I feel like that's where your focus is, and that's what's bringing you that calm energy this month. With the Nine of Wands, they want to try to fix this thing, but I don't know if it's too late for you guys. With the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords, this could be them feeling regretful, sorry, and maybe now that they're starting to see that the connection, I feel like for some of them, they see that they had more feelings than they were willing to admit, or maybe they didn't even tell you. But with the Ten of Swords, you're done. I feel like you're ready to kind of close the chapter and start something new, but I don't feel like you're starting anything new quickly. With the Three of Swords, I feel like this is them. They're kind of watching you. They are healing from this connection as well. They could be just trying to recover from that blowout that you guys had. Because I feel like this was not an easy situation. Like for some of you, there could have been words that were exchanged that were very hurtful. And it might have been this person. Maybe they spoke words and now they're starting to feel that regret, even though the relationship is completely ended. We do have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. So this is about a transformation. If this is your person, I do feel like for some of you, I feel like your person will come back towards you, but it's going to be slowly. And I don't see it happening this month. They have to still work on themselves and face the reality of their own actions in this situation. But also, I feel like they're trying to come to terms with their feelings and emotions that they do have for you. Whereas before, they had taken that for granted. So they're going to want you back, but it's going to be slowly. And I'm not exactly sure that you guys are willing to take them back. You know, you'll have to see how that plays out for you and also make the right decision for you. Again, this reading is not for everybody. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You will have an opportunity, but they are still very, very slow. And they're definitely not as quick as they came in when you met them. But I feel like it was a little bit easier for them then because it was just like carefree. Let's just go with the flow. Let's just jump in and not think about the long term. And now they're starting to kind of think about more of a long term because they're also going through a transformation as well, Sagittarius. But I feel like it's going to take them a little bit longer. They have some maturing to do. They have some growing up to do. And they also have to learn how to be a little bit more balanced and more of a giver as opposed to a taker. So some of you could be dealing with somebody who just only knows how to receive and not give. And that's the transformation that they're currently going in. I'm going to go ahead and pull two Oracle Universe Has Your Back cards for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I do feel like a lot of you are working on your personal development as well. My faith has power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with new eyes of love. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you've really kind of opened your eyes to this situation. I don't feel like it's taken you that long. But there has been a major shift, especially in your view of relationships and what you're wanting. And I feel like you're going to take some time to working on yourself and focusing on yourself, like self-care, self-love, especially with the Temperance. And you also could be going through a transformation. But I also feel like for some of you, this person just really wasn't on the same page with you. They definitely weren't on the same page. There was... I mean, they could have been holding on from something from their past, and you might be aware of it. Maybe that's why you were so patient with them. But you are moving into a more peaceful energy. And with that, it's like you're taking the trauma that you've had from your past and allowing, and not only just healing that, but you're learning from that. And that's helping you grow. So for some of you, you're going to be letting go of that fear and preparing yourself maybe for your next relationship, or maybe you're preparing yourself for when this person does come back. You'll have to see how they do come back towards you, but I do feel like it's going to be slow. So just keep that in mind. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you would like a personal reading with me, my information is listed below. You can go ahead and click on that link and schedule a reading. Also, if you'd like to support this channel, that link is also listed below. And until next time, love and light.